6:44. It'll be a fun day in Seattle, that's for sure. All right, time to check in with business in Vancouver's Fiona Anderson. Good morning, Fiona.
Good morning.
Another favorite topic is football, a big topic around here these days, but real estate, a huge topic in Vancouver as always.
As always. So the numbers came out from the Greater Vancouver Real Estate Board yesterday, and sales in January were 30% higher than they were last January. Now keep that in mind that last January was especially slow, and the beginning of last year was slow, building up, and so it was really a buyer's market last January. Lots of listings, not many people looking. So it built up till about September, it became a balanced market, and then now it's really good numbers. So what have we got for sales? In January, it was 1,760 sales, so I said that's 30% up higher than the January before, which was 1,351 sales. But it's still down from December. It's 9.9% less than the number of sales 1,953 in December. But looking at the long-term average, January was still a good month. It was 7.2% higher than the 10-year average. When we look at the last 10 Januaries, the number of sales in January was 7.2% higher. All of 2013 was almost 13% higher than the 10-year average for any year. So yes, 2013 was a bad year. Now sales are picking up again. What does that do to prices? Well, pushing them up compared to last January, but again, last January wasn't that good. So not really necessarily bad news. Average price increase was 3.2%. When we divided up by type of house, detached homes are now, a benchmark detached home is now $929,700, up 3.2% from last January. Attached homes, duplexes, that kind of thing, $457,700, up 1.7% from last January. And last but not least, apartments. $371,500 is a benchmark price for an apartment in the Greater Vancouver region, which includes Whistler to Maple Ridge to Tawasin and, of course, Vancouver itself. That's up 3.7% from last January. Numbers in Fraser Valley are about the same. Sales in the Fraser Valley were up 25% in January compared to last January. Prices up 2.2%.
Sorry, $929,700 for the detached home. That's just the city of Vancouver?
No, it's the Greater Vancouver region, so it would include Whistler.
Is that, oh, okay, so is that an average price or a median price? Or
they call it a benchmark price. What they try to do is find a typical home. Don't know actually the size, but they look at a typical home and compare prices year over year rather than actually figuring out. If they just look at average price of sales, one house can actually skew the whole numbers, so it's considered a benchmark price.
$929,000, your typical house in
Exactly.
Vancouver. Thank you very much, Fiona.
Thank you.